Okay guys, so we have the pretty much it's like the continuation of the first movie, which is the Blair Witch Project. So, how did this movie turn out? Well, let's go ahead, let's check it out.
Hi, I'm Albert.
Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Jazz.
Hi, I'm Toby.
Welcome to Gamer State.
Blair Witch. Alright guys, so right away when I first saw the trailers for this movie, I immediately thought there is no way this is gonna be good. However, you know, putting that aside, I went into the movie, literally just saw it, and I gotta say, it surprised me. And I know you're probably thinking, well, my hopes weren't that high for it, so that's why it probably surprised me. No, I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff that actually happens in the movie. So let's dive into a little bit about the plot. So, one of the main characters, pretty much, this whole reason to going into the woods with his friends and so on and so forth, because he believes that his sister that came out in the first movie could possibly still be alive. So like I said, he brings his friends along and they go into the woods and they are filming everything because they're making a documentary about it. How original. Although I will say this, in found footage films, we are so used to the fact that everything is so shaky, the person holding the camera has shaky hands, and that's what we get for the entirety of the movie. In this movie, they decided to do it differently, which is why I think I like this movie just a little bit more. Alright? So 5 minutes into the movie, they quickly go into a different type of camera. Something I haven't seen before, something I've never seen brought up. I don't even know if it really exists. My phone just went off. I don't know if it really exists because they call it an earpiece camera. Pretty much looks like a Bluetooth earpiece device, whatever. It looks just like that. I don't know how else to describe it. But surprisingly, this actually is very, very, very good. Cameras aren't shaking. They're right here, so you know your head doesn't like shake all the time. And so it does make some interesting shots. It kind of does give that, you know, first person view a little bit. But overall, it's, you know, it's better than just, you know, somebody holding the camera like this and, you know, shaking it all the time. Now there are two characters in the movie that do carry, you know, actual cameras. One is like a DSLR, like the one I'm using right now. And then, and the other person who is kind of like the tag-along friends. Not really, but like the people that know the area, you know, those type of, you know, that type of character who's holding a handycam like this. So there is a little bit of shakiness involved with that. It's not, but it's not terrible. That's the thing. It's not that bad. Now, with that being said, it is found footage, and there are still some segments of where, you know, there's people running around, people moving their head a little bit too quickly, which does make the shots look absolutely terrible. I will describe this one scene. It was just completely so ugly. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, okay, so there's like 3 friends, and then there's like, so there's 3 friends. They all have the earpiece camera, so that's 3 cameras right there. There's one person holding a regular camera, so that's 4, and then there's the other guy holding the other camera. So that's 5 different cameras we're looking at here. And they jump between all of them within maybe 20 seconds. And then they're jumping, and it's like super fast jump cuts. It's just super disorienting. Your eyes just get all crossed and everything. It's just horrible. It's just completely bad. It really it gave me a little bit of a headache, I will admit. But it happened really quick, and it was over. Let's keep going. The characters in this movie really do come across a little bit normal. Like if me and my friends were to go out into the woods and start filming and doing stuff like this, I feel like it is a little bit real, but you know, obviously we know it kind of isn't. Now there is some people talking about that this is a kind of a recreation of the first movie, because it does resemble a lot of the things that happened in the first movie. Now, I do have to say that, yes, it does feel that way, but it is different. In the first movie, it was that the quality didn't look as good, which made it look that much more real. And this one, the quality is better, which does make it not as real, but they do introduce some things that make it believable. Like, okay, yeah, this is the reason why they have these high quality cameras in this movie. The performances overall are very strong. There are some overacting at times, and there are some certain things that are in this movie that shouldn't be. I believe there was one instance where everything was in slow motion. How does that happen, honestly? And then there was something where there was some CGI involved, which shouldn't have been involved at all. But really, wrapping this whole movie up, guys, it's truly, it's average. It has some good things, it has some bad things. Now, with that being said, I don't hate this movie. I really don't. I do like it. There are some things in this movie that had me at the edge of my seat. There is one thing I will bring up though. There are way too many jump scares. And not even the good kind. Again, my phone goes off. Alright, so I guess some people are trying to get a hold of me. There are way too many instances of that fake jump scare where there's like the friends involved. Not even joking. One scene, two jump scares, literally maybe 20 seconds right after each other. No, that should not happen. And it happens way too often in this movie. Like after the first one that got me, it just comes off like, come on, just go, just get to the good stuff already. But when the shit starts hitting the fan, you are put on the edge of your seat. You're like, that drive is just there. And especially the last moments of this movie, wow, just amazing. Kind of like the way it's supposed to be. The beginning is a little bit of that slow burn. It's building up, and then that creepiness starts settling in, and then that shit starts hitting the fan at the end, which is how it's supposed to be. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 6 out of 10. It is slightly above average. If I was to put it in that realm of that, found footage films, it is on the upper half. It is better than the shitty versions. So, do I recommend this movie? You know what? If you're in the mood, October is coming up. So, if you do want to see a scary movie, this is a good one to watch. It is, just above average. So, that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, by all means, hit that like button, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, where we make more videos just like this. As well as you can follow us on our social media in the description down below. And if you thought this video completely sucked, there's a dislike button right down there for you to press. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.